Why is it that the people who hurt us the most are often the ones we can't let go of? Why do we chase after love that feels just out of reach? Today, we're uncovering the hidden psychology behind why we fall hardest for those who don't seem to want us back. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how to break free and finally choose yourself. 1. Brain chemistry and rejection. First, let's talk about your brain. Attraction isn't just a feeling, it's chemistry. When you experience rejection or inconsistency, your brain's dopamine system goes into overdrive. But dopamine spikes not when you're rewarded. It spikes when the reward is unpredictable. Uncertainty triggers obsession, waiting for a text, hoping for a call. The brain treats these small random rewards like a gambler pulling a slot machine. This is why the person who's inconsistent seems so intoxicating. It's not magic, it's neurochemistry, and it's working against you. 2. Attachment styles and childhood wounds. But brain chemistry is only part of the story. Deeper still are the emotional patterns you learned in childhood. Attachment theory teaches us that if love was inconsistent when you were young, sometimes close, sometimes distant, you learn to associate love with uncertainty. Anxious attachment forms when love feels unstable. In adulthood, that childhood script plays out again. When someone pulls away, it doesn't feel wrong, it feels familiar. You chase, hoping to finally earn the love you always deserved. But here's the truth. You were always worthy. You just learned to question it. 3. Narcissistic abuse and trauma bonding. Now let's talk about trauma bonds. In toxic relationships, this cycle becomes even more powerful. Narcissists often start by love bombing, overwhelming you with attention and affection. Then, without warning, they withdraw it. The sudden loss creates panic. You crave the return of their approval like a drug. You aren't addicted to them. You're addicted to the emotional high they manufactured. The cycle of reward and punishment binds you to them, even when you know they're hurting you. This isn't weakness, it's biology, and you can break free. 4. Society and media's role. We live in a culture that romanticizes the chase. Movies, books, and songs teach us that the harder love is to get, the more valuable it must be. But real love isn't a prize you earn by suffering. Real love chooses you, easily, clearly, without confusion. If you grew up believing love had to be chased, it's not your fault. But you no longer have to live by that script, you get to write a new one. How to break the cycle. So how do you stop chasing people who don't want you? First, become aware of the cycle. Ask yourself, am I drawn to them, or to the feeling of trying to win them? Second, heal the original wound. The part of you chasing is the part that didn't feel fully loved before. You are not broken, you are healing. Third, raise your standards. If love feels confusing, it's not love. If someone wants you, you will know. And if they don't, let them go. You don't have to earn love by chasing it. You deserve love that's freely given. And the first place to find that love is within yourself.